Hey, what is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video of my sports Gematria. In this video, I'm going to go over the NBA game for Wednesday, July 14th, 2021. I'm going to show you highlights of each side, and it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. And if for some reason you're curious to know how I'm picking in this game, you have to join my Patreon with my picture always in writing, underlined, and italicized. For more information on that, please read the description of this video. I wish you guys the best of luck in your picks today. Let's go ahead and get into the game. We are looking at the Suns versus the Bucks in Game 4, and the series is currently 2-1. So we're going to see if the Bucks are going to tie it up 2-2. It's kind of at the spot of where we talked about in pick preview video 3. Before we get into that, daily numbers on this side, Gregorian Hebrew calendar. Game numbers on this side, I have the home team right here, their season record, their coach's record, their postseason record. In the middle is the head-to-head records between the two teams, and then at the bottom is the home team, their season record, their postseason record, and their coach's record. Up top here, Game 4, Suns can either up the series 3-1, or Bucks can tie it 2-2. This being the 83rd NBA playoff game for this season. Home teams can become 47-36 with the Bucks a win, 46-37 with the Bucks loss. Game 5 will be the 85th game. Game 6 will be the 85th. And if there's a Game 7, 86th game. So here we are. We kind of went over this a few times. If this scenario were to play out, and we come up to Game 4, and it almost seems too good to be true, but it is July 14th, written 7/14, 14/7. If the Suns lose this game, they become 147 for a postseason record as a team all time. Bucks would continue to sit on 147 postseason losses as a team with a win, and then they would become 14-7, like 147, for a postseason record this year for this particular season. And so we're here. I mean, they can do it. It is the 5th day of the 5th month on the Hebrew religious, like 55, and the number 147 sums to 257, the 55th prime number, it being the 5th day of the 5th month on the Hebrew. It is a day with 42 date numerology on the Gregorian. Bucks can become 4-2 head-to-head against the Suns post-season with the win, as Suns fall 4-2 head-to-head against Bucks for this season with the loss. The Bucks coach, he's one loss away from picking up his 302nd all-time loss for his career. If we scroll down to Saturday, I think it is, which is game 5, Saturday the 17th, yeah. So Saturday the 17th, game 5 is the 302nd day of the Hebrew Civil. Bucks coach, he can either get his 302nd all-time loss for his career in game 5 by winning game 4, or if Bucks lose, he can get his 302nd loss all time and then head into game 5 on Saturday, the 302nd day of the Hebrew. One thing that favors the Bucks winning and tying the series 2-2 heading into Saturday is that Saturday has a 65 date numerology on the Gregorian, and Suns can continue to sit on 65 wins for the season by losing game 4 and then heading into game 5, where Bucks coach could potentially get his 302nd all-time loss at that time. For the Suns coach, if he loses game 4, he would sit on 274 wins all-time for his career. Of course, game 5 would be the Suns' 295th postseason game. And he could go into that game with 295 all-time losses. But game 5 for the Bucks coach will be his 274th all-time as a coach for the Bucks. So if Bucks win game 4 and they head into game 5, it would be the Bucks coach's 274th all-time game as a coach for the Bucks, and the Suns coach could be sitting on that 274 all-time wins for his career, and he'd be 274, 295, and then it'll be the Suns 295th all-time game postseason as a team. So and then of course Bucks would then also get their 75th all-time head-to-head win against the Suns in game 4, this being the 75th NBA season. I talked about this in, I think, the pick preview video number 2, where I wouldn't be surprised if Suns win it in 6, where the all-time head-to-head record between these two becomes 75-79 by the end of the series, just because 75 and 79 are identical in all 4 base ciphers. And as we're talking about this 152 that comes up here, game 4 is the 152nd all-time head-to-head matchup between these two teams. Bucks can get their 75th all-time head-to-head win against the Suns. So Bucks look good for game 4. I wasn't sure with game 3 totally if the Bucks would win it. I actually like the Suns the day of the game. And I was thinking maybe Bucks can win game 4, and then maybe Bucks win game 5, and then Suns win it in 6. Maybe it goes that way. It seemed a little interchangeable. I didn't see a whole lot of numbers, as I talked about. If you listen to my picks preview video on number 3, I just didn't see a whole lot of game numbers for that day. I was mostly just looking off of future projections, and the future projections for the Bucks actually looked good. So here we are with this 147 potentially to play out. But if the Suns were to win game 4, I guess I'll go over that side as well. Bucks look good for game 4, but if Suns were going to win game 4, it is a day with the 148 date numerology on the Hebrew religious. Bucks can get their 148th all-time postseason loss, as the Suns get their 148th all-time postseason win. It is a day with 26 and 62 date numerology on the Gregorian. Suns can sit on 26 losses for the season, as they become 15-5 for a postseason record this season or this year with the win. And the number 62 sums to 155. And then Bucks, if they were to lose, they would get their 34th loss, as they sit on 34 home wins, as they sit on 139 postseason wins with a loss, which is the 34th prime number. So there are some numbers here for the Suns in game 4. A little bit more so numbers for both sides in this game. The 147s almost seem too good to be true, but I may just have to go ahead and ride with it. And then we'll see what happens heading into game 5. We'll be back for a picks preview video for game 5. Of course, I will keep it going until the end. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully this gives you insights, some clues, some thoughts for both sides. Something that you can add to or build on top of. And I appreciate the support. Appreciate you guys watching. Don't hesitate to leave a comment below. And I'll see you in the next video.